What up, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of my 1 million funded challenge. As you guys know, a series where I'm basically sharing everything till I get to $1 million in funding capital. And for those who haven't followed my journey since the beginning, I'm basically documenting it and sharing every single trade I'm taking. I'm literally posting a video every single week on Sunday so that you guys can kind of like keep a track on my journey and see how I'm doing with my prop firm challenges. I'm opening my trading dashboards. I'm showing you everything with full transparency. And most of the times I'm just sharing every single day of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that before I take the trade, doing my market analysis, and then showing you the outcomes by opening also my MT5s as well. So in this one specifically, let me show you. So this is how we closed last week. So this is episode 4 of the series, And this is my first FTMO challenge. So 50K account. We closed at a little bit in profit. So basically break even. Let me just go. This one is the other account on Blueberry Funded, 2.16% in profit. Just so you guys can understand, I was up almost 4% in this one's, right? Just to, as a parenthesis. Then let me just go to the other one. The other one, 1.88% profit, and then 2.02% profit. So that's basically how I closed all the accounts last week, of course. Now, without too much detail, this week was not the best week at all. We're actually in a losing streak right now. So without further ado, let's jump into what happened this week with the challenge, and let's see how we're doing so far. Okay, guys, we're back in the setup in my room, and let's get started with this episode. So today's Saturday, November 29th, right? So the week is over, and let me just jump into the market, show you what happened with the trades I was holding, as well as the trades I took this week. So AUDJPY, you guys know that I was holding this trade. It was risk-free. Unfortunately, price reversed back, stopped me out at break-even. You guys know that I have a break-even rule that when price reached my 101, which is this 0.5 level, I immediately moved stops to break-even to make the trade risk-free. This case specifically, price reversed back, stopped me out at break-even, so I didn't lose money, but I didn't win either. And we can see that literally price stopped me out and then skyrocketed to my expected direction. And now it's very close to it, my ideal take profit. Of course, we're not on this trade right now. We just closed this position at break even. So it is what it is. Then GBP CAD. This was a stop loss. So I had a liquidity sweep here, a breakup structure that if you guys ask me right now, this is not the most nice or clean or strong breakup structure. And also something funny about this trade is that I wasn't sure about it. It's this specific situations where you have like a feeling, like a gut that it's not gonna work, but you decide not to listen to that feeling, to that instinct, and you still decide to take it. That's what happened in this case, and it didn't work out. I respect my roles. This is something that most likely I will take on my backtesting sessions. Well, no, not most likely, actually. This is something I will take 100% on my backtesting sessions. So I'm not angry about taking this loss. It's just something I want to share with you guys. But yeah, this was a -1R. And I had a stop loss this week. So this too, you guys know that I was holding them in the previous episode at the beginning of this week on Monday, because I actually recorded episode 4 on Monday. And this was the new or the most recent trade on NSET, that it was also a stop loss. So yes, the losing streak continues. I don't know how much I am in losing streak. Let me actually open my journal in a second. But we're in a losing streak. This trade was completely valid. We had a very clear liquidity sweep. We had a breakup structure, a very strong breakup structure with a body close. We had our fair value gap in the entire move. So it was valid. There were some news that literally destroyed our setup. No reaction at all. So we lost a -1% on every single one of the accounts in this position. Let me actually show you my trading journal. Let me open it real quick so we can see how much I am in. Well, in the year, I'm currently 24.2 R, right? I don't know if I've journaled the NSET CAD trade yet. Let me actually just look at it real quick. Nope, I haven't. So if I journal this and set the CAD, which is going to be another -1R, so -1R in here, this is going to end up being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losing streak right now. Of course, if we count the break-evens, then it's not that long. But if we forget about the break-evens, I haven't had a winning trade since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losing trades, which is of course horrible. But it is what it is. Based on my data, I have a max losing streak of 12, around 10 to 12. So it's all good. This is like in favor, or this makes sense based on my data. So it's something we just need to accept and move on and keep executing. Of course, I've missed out on multiple winning trades. I've made a lot of mistakes as well. I'm not perfect. That's why I'm documenting my journey, because I'm still not the most profitable trader in the industry or in the world. But of course, it's something that my data proves, or my data accepts. So I'm good with just continuing executing without changing anything, which is of course the most important part. Aside from this, I didn't take any other trades. I had this pending order that most likely I'm going to cancel, because price is kind of like creating a new structure. But yeah, those were kind of like the trades. Oh, and I currently have this running trade in GBAUD. We got tagged on Friday, and we're currently in a little bit in profit. This is how price is doing. I'm waiting for price to reach my 101 to move stops to break even and make this trade risk-free. But those are the trades right now. Any other trades? Like, there's not any other trades. There's nothing else. I was looking at this, for example, or this, for example, as possible pending orders, but I don't have this pending orders placed on my MT5 yet. And now, the important part, opening the trading dashboard. So first of all, you guys know that I have 2 accounts with FTMO, 2 50K accounts. Well, actually, I don't think you guys know. Well, at the beginning of this week, I got a new one, a 50K account. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but in case I didn't, well, I just got a new account on FTMO. So I have now 2 50K accounts with FTMO and 3 50K accounts with Blueberry Funded. So the first one, which is this one right here, this is currently at a little bit in drawdown. So it's basically, in simple words, -2%, right? This is how we're doing. We can see the losing streak affecting us very, very drastically. And then the other one, I think this is the most recent one. Let me see if I can see the start. No, 4th of August. No. So the other one was the most recent one. This one is in $49,133. So this one right here is also in -2%, a little bit less than 2%, so around -1.8% in drawdown. But we can see that we were literally at this point right here, so almost 4% in profit, almost 3% in profit, sorry. And I think that's 4%. Well, forget me, sorry. But you can see the losing streak right here. And now we're down -2%. So yeah, the losing streak has been terrible. And the Blueberry accounts, the first one, this is in break even, right? We were up literally almost 4% in this challenge. And now we're down at break even. You guys can see that the losing streak affected us a lot. Then this one right here, in a little bit in drawdown, right? But also break even. And this one also break even. So it's not a substantial drawdown. It's literally break even. We can see it in the balance, right? Instead of 50K is $49,903. But this is how we're doing. We don't have a very strong win rate, right? Which means that or our edge is not playing out, or maybe I'm missing out on a lot of winning trades. And 100% being honest, the second reason it's the case. And that's how we're doing, guys, honestly. Not the best moment at all. But sometimes when we have huge losing streaks, very good winning streaks are coming very soon. So the idea is to keep executing, not change, do not change everything, or because we're just evaluating something based on a small sample size. If we're going to change something, we need the big sample sizes to make changes. If not, we're just making changes based on impulse, based on emotions, and without data, which is the biggest mistake out there. So just to remind you guys, if you want to change something or if you want to refine something, you need data to support your decision to implement that change. Do not change anything in the live markets unless you have data to prove and support your decision. So that was all for this video. I think I'm gonna attach my MT5 right here somewhere in this screen right now, so you guys can kind of like see it on my MT5, the trades and how I'm doing on my MT5. But of course, I just opened the dashboards to keep everything super legit and transparent with you guys. So we're kind of like where we started at the beginning of the series, but I didn't like, I knew it was not gonna be something very fast. It's gonna take time. Of course, we're risking 1% per trade, so it's not something aggressive, it's something conservative. I want my edge to play out in the long run, so I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to let my edge play out properly, and I know we're gonna get funded very soon, in a couple of months or in a couple of weeks, if we are actually able to execute our edge properly. So I would just want you guys to invite you to join me in this journey, to keep watching these episodes, and let's see how long it takes me to get funded with 1 million, because I know I'm going to get funded with 1 million. If I get funded on all of these accounts, it's going to be right now 50, 100, 150, 200, 250K in funded if I pass all these accounts. And I'm planning to keep getting more accounts, which, by the way, if I get, for example, to -4% in this ones, I'm going to buy other accounts, so that the accounts that are in drawdown, in bigger drawdowns, if I have winning streaks, then the accounts that were in drawdown are going to pass to be almost like super close to pass phase 1. And the new ones, the accounts that I bought when most of my accounts were in big drawdowns, they were now in break even. If I have winning streaks, those new accounts are going to be able to get funded or at least pass phase 1. So that's how it kind of like balance those losing streaks and get and leverage from those winning streaks. So I'll let you guys know on my Instagram if I get more accounts very soon. And yeah, if you guys don't follow me on this journey, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to get this trading journal, the link is in the description down below, as always, which is my trading journal. And also, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to do so. Also, the link is in the description down below. And without further ado, that was all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode next week. Take care, guys.